All right, this breathwork exercise is by far been my favorite. It's the most engaging for me. I feel like I gain the most benefits, and it's the most freeing in a way. And it's also, what I like about it the most, it's very quantifiable. So it's something you can really compare yourself to earlier in the day, the day before, and you can really get this idea of whether you're, improving on it. So this one, I don't even know what to call it. It's a breath hold walking exercise. So essentially what you're doing is you're gonna go on a walk, calm pace. So you're not like trying to power jog, just walk in, get your breathing right. So you're breathing light to breathe right. And you're just keeping that slow, steady cadence, in, out, not full volume, keeping the diaphragm engaged, just a light inhale, light exhale, keeping that forward, nice and slow. The hairs on your nose shouldn't even be moving. You should be quiet breathing. Not everyone gets there right away. I'm not either. It takes time. But that's the goal. So just keep that in mind. Be aware. We're shooting for quiet breathing in a very slow intake. So to where it hardly even disturbs the hairs on your nose. So that's the goal. We start walking, and then on an exhale, so similar to like any, the brain oxygenation one, on an exhale, we hold our breath, and then we start counting our paces. We start counting our steps. So each step, so you go in, you're in that relaxed state, and you're flowing. You're just walking. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want to get up to the point where you're like to a medium strong urge of air hunger. So you have that urge to breathe, but you could continue going. So it's not to get to the point of no return to your highest, your PR. It's not quite the goal. You want to get to let's just to throw a number on it, like 85% of that, 70 to 85%. And so when you get that medium to strong hunger for air, that's when so say you got 30 steps. So then you go in and you take your in breath, and you want to do that as slow as possible. It's going to be hard as hell, especially that first breath. It's going to come in fast, especially as you're beginning, but just consciously work towards slowing that down and creating a longer, slower inhale. But whatever, it comes in fast, right? And then this is the trick to really optimize the benefits, is on the exhale, you extend it as long as you can by humming. So you'll keep pushing that hum out because it's releasing the air very slowly from your diaphragm. And the humming, you're also producing a lot of nitric oxide. So you're opening up your airways so you can get more air in for the next breath. So you're preparing yourself for the next breath. And so you hum all the way down, and then that next breath, try to take it in as slow as possible again. You'll be able to consciously slow this second one down a little bit better than the first. And then you hum again for the second one. You might not have to if you feel good to go back into normal breathing, but if you still kind of feel a little shortness of breath, then hum again and kind of repeat that. So then we get back into the normal flow of breathing light. So once we're back in that normal flow, it'll take to get fully back into our relaxed rhythm. It's going to take a few minutes probably. Depends how long your hold was. It depends how long you've been doing this. But you just go until you feel right again. It might be like 1 to 3 minutes, let's say. And then you do it again. So you do it again and you try to increase your steps each time, but you should be able to. You should be able to do a little bit better. And you'll also notice what's happening is your nose is unblocking. So if you had any congestion, it's starting to open up. Your airways are expanding. So this is good. This means you can get more oxygen in through your nose, decrease mouth breathing. You're going to sleep better at night because You're going to have more oxygen available to you. And because you're practicing these CO2 retention exercises, you're going to be able to get oxygen to the working tissues quicker. So whether that's your brain, your muscles, the diaphragm, the heart, all this, it's very important. So if you want to be an optimal, entrepreneur or an optimal athlete or whatever it is you're looking for, it's like, what's the common frame between everything we do? It's breathing. So if your breathing is inefficient, then you're always leaving money on the table. And when your breathing becomes more efficient, you're also, you're literally oxygenating your brain at a higher level. You're improving the nutrient delivery to your brain. And if your brain is working more effectively, then so are you. So is your body. It's all about starting at the root and moving on up and seeing how everything is connected, everything you do in life. If it's something you want to put your time towards, then it's all connected. And breathing is at the core. So this walking exercise is great. This walk, breath hold, it's great for unblocking the nose, for CO2 retention. It's going to help your BOLT score massively. It's going to help your sleeping. And you'll notice what's interesting about this exercise is that when you're walking, we're counting steps. We're not counting seconds. So you can walk at a faster rate, but what you'll notice is say you're trying to beat your record, what you'll notice is the faster you walk, the more oxygen those tissues need, and you start to get this interesting sensation. It's almost euphoric. It's a little uncomfortable at first, but it'll become, you kind of want to start diving into it. You're like, oh wow, where can I go with this sensation? And that's like the art of breath hold. I'm a novice at breath holding art, but I understand it enough, and I've delved in enough to see the beauty in it. And this is something that everyone should be doing. Everyone. Because we're, as a modern society, as a modern culture, for the past millennia, we've been kind of de-evolving in terms of our facial structure and our ability to breathe properly and our posture as well. So these are all things that, I'd like to cover in another video, but this walking exercise is the shit. Everyone should be doing it minimum 15 minutes a day. Minimum.